Oh my man, this is Breone, who I honestly think that can make a good splash at the 212 class, guys. It's not out of the wrong possibility for him. The only really the only thing that he really needs is to bring up the legs and overall size in the upper body. Especially the legs are going to be the sweep. Like that's where he needs the most because everything else he's already really complete. And I don't think he needs to be like 200 pounds. Even like being at 190, 198 at most, maybe he can still make a good impact at the 212 class. I, I just hope he can bring up the legs enough for him to be competitive because that was hindering him in the classic physique. So let's hope and see Breon.
What did he say?
Then we have Kerreth Bayo, who's I was telling you guys. This is one of the other man that can maybe challenge Sean Clarita. Basically because of the structure, and in the case of Kerreth, he has the hard, grainy muscle. He just needs to bring up the back, guys. But also the structure is there. I think that he can actually challenge, even though he was taken off by Keon, he can actually challenge Sean Clarita eventually, and Keon, he can be in that top five. And just take a look at his at this pose. It's crazy to see him. And if he can bring the mid and lower back, which was his weaker points, and a little bit of more sweep, that's going to be great. Then let's talk about my main hunter. And this is a full posing video. I wanna point out the crazy amount of separation that he has in the off season always. He's he and Nick Walker are in their respective off seasons similar to what some pros bring to the stage in terms of conditioning. So I mean, and after seeing Hunter, it's just crazy to see how much his physique have improved just by changing the foot aspect. I mean, it's crazy, guys. Especially his waist. He his waist looks a lot smaller, and everything is popping more, which is crazy to say. I think that he can actually regain a top spot at the Olympia. I don't know if he can win. That's up for debate. Maybe if he can bring up the back just enough, he might be even able to win a Mr. Olympia because he's not really lacking any body parts, and his shots are really good, especially the front shots. He just needs to control that midsection, especially the lower side of the midsection. It protrudes a little bit, but and improve his back. I mean, like, obviously, he's not going to be as crazy good as some other guys, but he can at least improve it to a point where it's really decent, similar to what Jake Cochler did on his time. So, guys, you can see here Hunter is coming for a revenge. I think that he will get it and he will amaze us. He might be able to fend off a Andrew Jack.